welcome to a special Sanctuary Sunday. Sanctuary! Yes, the day where I try to cover something other than war games. And this is definitely something other than a war game. This is Star Wars, the deck building game. Now, why am I not covering this on Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday? Well, today is May 4th. So May the 4th be with you. Yes, a day reserved for Star Wars and all things Star Wars. And so I was waited on this game for a while. Not that I don't like deck building games. I like deck building games, have quite a few and played even more. But, I didn't know if I needed to get something else in my collection. And so I waited till this went on sale. So this is also part of Kilroy's Bargains. Now, I've picked up and played several Star Wars card games over the years, including like the Star Wars trading card game and from Wizards of the Coast. And this was kind of this didn't get in much love, and I ended up picking a lot of it up on clearance in a bargain bin. So going with my theme of Kilroy's Bargains today, but it wasn't a bad game. If people didn't like the real images from the movies or the still shots and stuff like that, and the gameplay wasn't bad. But I don't know if you really call me a Star Wars fan or a Trekkie fan. I'm not, a lot of people fall into one of those two camps. I like them all. I enjoy it, but nothing to excess. This is a deck building game, plays a little bit different than some of those other games I talked about and the other games I played over time. This one kind of has the same feel of, a central tableau, and you're basically building a deck and taking cards from the middle or attacking cards in the middle. It's got a little bit of a different mechanic there that I haven't seen in some of your traditional deck building games like Dominion and Ascension and some of those other ones like that. This is just a little bit different in that regard. There's this game, and then they came out with a Clone Wars version, which I think improved a few things or changed a few things in this to the mechanics here. They're completely standalone. You don't need this to play the other one or the other one to play this. I think other people might prefer the second edition or the Clone Wars or whatever the sequel to this was, standalone sequel, because it did fix a few things in it. But I am, going to look at this one, do an unboxing, and then after I get a chance to play it a few times, I'll try to do an after-action report as well, and maybe do a live playthrough. Star Wars, the deck building game. The fate of the galaxy is in your hands. Experience epic strategic battles in Star Wars, the deck building game. This easy-to-learn game reimagines the conflict between the Galactic Empire and the Rebel Alliance in thrilling head-to-head gameplay. Recruit characters, collect bounties, use the Force, and destroy the enemy bases. So you have over 50 unique cards, iconic bases, and there you have it. Plays in 30 minutes, 2 players, head-to-head. Now, another reason why I kind of stayed off this is I didn't know if this was going to turn into a collectible card game, kind of like these other games that had gone before it were collectible in nature. This did not go that direction, so I didn't know that when it first came out. So another reason why I kind of stayed off it. I've collected many different card game and card series or game series in my day, and trying to stay clear of that as best I can. I'm too gullible and too much of a completist to avoid that kind of stuff. So nice thick box, good solid box there. Got the rule book. Excuse me, I'm still fighting cold here. You have cubes, little plastic cubes. That's kind of cool too. I like that aspect. Nice little components there. Got a built-in tray. Got maybe a place to put the cubes maybe. So you got some cards there, some cards there, some cards here, and some cards here. And these are probably the ones you're going to be vying for buying over time to use. So let's look at some of these basic games. Well, let's look at the rules first. Let's go through a quick jaunt through the rules. We have 31 pages, but that's credits and FAQ. And this is a smaller rule book. It's not, you know, a full, large, big box type rule book. Here's optional rules. Here are advanced game modes. So it looks like you got 27 pages of rules. Here's your components. Oh, where's that at? Where is that in? Is that in here? Didn't see that in here. That's the. Huh. Well, maybe we'll find it in here. But that's your balance of the force track. So there's going to be a little bit of a tug of war here on the balance of the force, and you'll use this white cube to keep track of that. And then if it's all the way to your side of your end, whether you're playing the rebels or the Empire, you'll get an extra resource, and you use these resources to buy cards. And then the purple are damage counters. So all very nice and good here. Setup. So even though it's 27 pages, there's a lot of open space and graphics here to show you how to play. Here's Deck Building 101. Card Anatomy. As you can see here, you got the cost, attack, resources, force, title, all that good stuff there. Faction affiliation, playing the game, beginning your turn. Taking your turn, you play a card, you can play a card, you do any of the following in any order as many times you're able to or like to do. Play a card, purchase a card, use a card ability, commit to an attack, resolve an attack, and end your turn. So not a lot to do. Pretty straightforward, it looks like. And this is the section that goes over all those, you know, declare attack, resolve attack. So, you know, not that complicated. It looks like resolved attack might be one of the longer sections or more detailed sections. Here's a sample game in progress. There's some additional rules. Exiling a card. You want to exile in any deck building game. You want to get bad cards out of your hand. So some of the starting cards aren't as useful later in the game. So you want to get them out of your hand. And I think that's where exile comes in. I think one of the changes they made with the second version of this is exile doesn't necessarily leave the game, or no, when you attack something, it doesn't leave the game. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I'll have to get the other one and then tell you. All right, let's look at some of these cards here. Is there a band on here? No, I'll just have to crack these open. So these look like the basic Rebel cards. And I got some Star Wars cards here. Okay. So these are the bases for the Rebels. Alderaan, Dagobah, Hoth. We know Hoth. Let's get it on camera, shall we? So you have all that there, and I imagine there'll be some of those in here for the Empire. Let's see a tab on here. So here we go. So there's some I wonder if these are like starting cards. Yeah, look like they're probably starting cards. And you got here are the Empire, the Death Star. These are the Empire bases. And basically you'd have to do that much damage to take these out. But before you can take those out, there's going to be capital ships. If there are capital ships sorry about that. If there are capital ships in the in your area, they will absorb the damage or take the hits before your bases do. Put it that way. So there's some aspect of Star Realms has some of that feel as well. I played quite a bit of Star Realms. So these are all the different cards that you're going to shuffle these up and they're going to appear in the middle tableau, and you're going to either buy them or attack them. But it's all the stuff from the series. So these are some capital ships, so they'll take damage before your base will. All good stuff there. Star Destroyer, very nice. Okay, then we have some more stuff here. So this has been out for a while. As I said, I've waited on this for a long time, kind of sat on the fence. And there's some neutral cards as well. So not everything is a faction or one of the two factions. So I sat on the fence for a long time. So this has been out. So if any of you have played this, like it, love it, like the second version of it better, feel free to chime in to the comments down below. So you got your cost, and you got its abilities, like this does, I think, does attack. And then it might have an ability as well. And then some of these things are written upside down. There's a reward, I think, for the other side when they conquer it or attack it or something like that. So what is in this pack here? Figuring out my way into this one. Okay, I don't see I'm not really good with tabs anyway, but I didn't see any tabs on these. All right, so there it is. Oh, I expected it to be thicker, but there it is. That's your board. It's just a card. The double card that bends in the middle, and some neutrals that you can buy. Outer Rim Pie. These are always going to be available when you're playing the game to buy. And then turn sequence. There's your quick reference. Show you some of the iconography, and then your sequence of play there. There you have it. That is what you get in a box of Star Wars, the deck building game. I'm going to get this to the table. I'm going to try to find somebody in my household to play it and have at it. Thanks for stopping by on this May 4th. May the 4th be with you as well. And take care. Thanks for watching.